we have made the decision to prosecute Wontumi Farms with defrauding by false pretenses, forgery, and causing financial loss to the state. Our investigations established that in the case involving Mr. Akpalo, Kofi Akpalo, Akpalo forged her signature on the cocoa board contract.
And sama gu ewo oman Ghana mu yede ni nyina gu fom ama ahefo eno achi no ye biebie nsem na information bi efreche ba no yede ni nyina ama ahefo Chama Wontumi is in trouble sisi ame no kasei Chama Wontumi situation at the say after say attorney general ebe din komo efa fraud bi akoso ewo Chama Wontumi side abra na chese okacha Ghana fo nyina se oyefo bubo mosia a forger documents abusia and some bebre in a freche ba quick one information in nyina ye de nyina e bana fino bibia ai kama eno chi Kofi Akpalo so se se me no kasei ono so the situation at say ono so nsem e wo ha na Kofi Akpalo de no ya tene la se one ne yire ena wo mo ye involve wo mo boman ne kro no wo mo hwioman no etikwan bia so e wo se oman no agi yensika ba quick one Ibirum na edimu nkomana afi no bibia aye kama Dormaahene so de nsem bebre ena tudwa afa national cathedral ho baransa na no yene kan ko Chama Wontumi de nmra yensan ko biem ne koba ensem wachi pa.
IESO Agribusiness Consult, a company specialized in investment advisory services, consultancy and training and development, was contracted by Exim Bank and assigned to Wontumi Farms Limited as a consultant to the project. The key function of IESO Agribusiness Consult was to provide technical assistance to Wontumi Farms Limited. On February 14, 2018, IBAN Capital Limited, a company that specializes in financial technology services, cash management services, distribution of custom banking and payment software packages, was also contracted by Exim Bank and assigned to Wontumi Farms to provide a platform that will facilitate staff salary payments, customization, integration, POS, terminals, and biometric cards for the farm hands that were to be employed by Wontumi Farms Limited. Wontumi Farms Limited was to provide IBAN Capital Limited with a database of all workers, from which IBAN Capital Limited was to integrate the workers on a payment platform. IBAN Capital Limited would then receive funds directly from Exim Bank for onward disbursement to workers, to the workers' wallets as salaries and allowances. Ladies and gentlemen, Wontumi Farms Limited failed to provide a database of farmers, of farm hands to IBAN Capital, as there were no farmers working on the land, no farm hands working on the land. According to witnesses, Chairman Wontumi, as CEO of Wontumi Farms Limited, insisted and put pressure on IBAN Capital and Exim Bank to transfer the 400,000 meant for the workers to Wontumi Farms Limited on the basis that the youth who were involved in Galamsey were not used to complex electronic payment systems and wanted to be paid in cash. In order to execute the project, Wontumi Farms Limited had submitted a pro forma invoice to Exim Bank for the purchase of farm equipment, including tractors, combine harvesters, corn seeder machines, and Wellington boots. The invoice was submitted on December 15, 2017 as part of the loan application process. Subsequently, Exim Bank demanded proof that the equipment has been purchased. On March 18, 2018, Chairman Wontumi submitted a receipt from a company known as Kasama Enterprise for the purchase of the equipment in the sum of 4 million Ghana cedis. However, and this is where it gets interesting, the equipment purchase as shown on the receipt included bulldozers and excavators. Our investigations established that Chairman Wontumi had approached Kasama Enterprise, an industrial equipment dealer, and obtained an invoice with a promise to return to purchase the said equipment. He never went back to purchase the equipment. Instead, and this is where the criminal enterprise began, he forged the invoice he obtained from Kasama Enterprise by removing the word invoice and replacing it with receipt. This forged receipt was then submitted to Exim Bank as proof that he had purchased the equipment after the disbursement of the loan facility. Investigations established that Chairman Wontumi did not purchase any equipment and as such could not register any equipment in the joint names of Exim Bank and Wontumi Farms Limited as per the loan conditions, even though funds were disbursed to him to that effect. A contract, but constitute acts of criminality by no means a person than the regional chairman of the then ruling party. In the circumstances and the face of the evidence we have gathered in this investigation, thoroughly conducted by the Economic and Organized Crime Office, we have made the decision to prosecute Wontumi Farms and its directors with defrauding by false pretenses, forgery, and causing financial loss to the state in the sum of 24,255,735 Ghana cedis. After the Christmas break, when we resume work, it might be that this figure would have increased because the interest on the principal keeps compounding. And so we will get the exact figure of the amount that is involved in this, criminal enterprise from the Exim Bank before we file charges in court.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, Director.
Bernard and Chibu Siakun.
Of course.
AKA Chama Wontumi.
Yeah.
Na afe na matiasie.
Okay.
Dientia na Chama Wontumi mpese NPP ebefra baimu.
Yeah.
Afe na matiasie. Dientia na Chama Wontumi ehuru John Mahama.
Okay.
2024 ye kwa kotoba.
Yeah.
The way Oma John Mahama husi eye fino.
Yeah.
Afe na matiasie.
Oh, you're right.
Sana nieme koso.
Director, in some of your Sabi ebura joining tiasie.
But then my question is,
okay.
Edisanka NPP atwaswa. Edisa kronu we still na nke gusu ekoso.
Director, unim dia ya. Said ya wo kan ke gusu ekoso. Dia edi nke yesi. Anke nti obia. But for besa twaso. Enti omo munya bi niye no. Young guys no. Afiro mo bepepia di.
Eni nka Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be president anka o man na wo.
Director,
enkombe bo man no krono pa.
Say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia be president ya. Agana nye biem opum say wiase besai because baby o media ba bedrin the brother imagine say another 8 years e ba beka ho that time no o manya full confidence in corruption and stealing enti omo ya omo mfo bia ho biem we ye first 8 years you na say ko omo say nya 8 years atwa so a say na kagana be ye the brother nsem de hadwen
Chama Wontumi si oye fu
of course
say fu na oye no o de bosia na eye bosia no kwa no onsan famra kwa so na eje wondia
of course
enkomo we bakwekwan ye nwura nsem nim
Director Chama Wontumi nkomo yi say adinka pop up some time ago wa bra ora asem ne baye no na eno kodaye na galamse issue ne nko anaja na edi ahim not knowing say e wa kira eba finally Director according to Attorney General ne nkomo awodi na just say Chama Wontumi onka nokre oye kromfo oye azani kase because according to Attorney General Chama Wontumi wa create campaign or so your friend Wontumi Farms yeah or yeah fu me wa onu ahwe wo ba bia na wa Exim Bank say o kwa kopa bisia agya hwe na fu na Exim Bank for say onfa sabi nkrata e kire say o wa kade o de yeah fu ni mra and we ye first equal campaign omoton niame de ye afuo ho and o ka chem so me to tractor me to excavator me to wallentin boot mon sisi ni nyina ma me omo sisi tray invoice ni ma no and o show mo bo so me ba beto the brother or the invoice no call ye no and o de ko fa afidiem eyi ba bia invoice no won free ho and o tray receipt e share ho and o de ko Exim Bank say me ton fidie no e ho receipt ni and o de agi loan loan na oji yachi sikani biaka ye de be mana ye say eno de entimi mfa nhya wonsem ye be hia third party company omo be wo ye ne wontem ye resist kan ma wo mo a na omo ji tue wadwumafo ne kan kakran nya sa e diskani ma muboma e bi era sikana kwose tin kakran ne tue adwumafo de ka untumi say workers na wafom ho no na omo ye galamsefo enti omo mpe bank asembia omo pese kan sika ni hye wo mo nsam nti yemfa ni sika ma no na wonko kan hye wo mo nsam o site ene wo gi ni sika rata afuo na anya adwuma emfidie nso a wanto omo trace ko company na ode omo receipt invoice na odan receipt no e de ko ye no omo ko ne ho company ni wura ne se eye no kra wontumi ba gi invoice keke wanto hwe omo friend se da ben na ba beto ne ma no wontumi ansi ho biem
na se we de konfutachi amoapa
rata you see asem we esere
konfutachi amoapa
rata oye kromfo kese se de o
ke bi se asem nyankodu kotuma onyi ntumi se waye emo ni fo emyem prosecute se de wontumi nkaso ye
rata de ntia ye kaso ye kromfo se obi kowura obi fie na okotu television na mantem hofo che na omo se ya che de ya che kromfo ye mfa ne nkokot e ma court nyintum se kromfo no wa TV ni nti won kodam but ye che na ye se ya che kromfo ye boni bia na na koma police fo enti enei bank na confirm say ontumi niema ode baaye no omo ye mistake because omo nhwe niema ni ye sana aye forgery company oso okoto niema ni say oboa wantohwe wa ha omo tracy ko bebi oso wo ye afo na wakofa tete trata bia enya adwuma eno ode akosi nwura mu ho
nkube
right
na chama wontumi de me ntwa wa no enka ode enka omo na ninko ne mining no ho gold no
okay
nka de onto de saa na nka wo de nkonyafo ye no ma ye nyafo no ye papa mo na de o nye na wo de wo disika o mining e wo kwa ye nka wasam wie na wasa tie sise wo ye afuo
o se ye afuo
asa
right se maslo kunyina wo ho
o dabi
o mo bobo amanfo bosan to ka ma mrante so mo fanya adwa e ho nyina
wo nyina wo sa kwa na se de nko na wo pe
mi nim de chama wontumi pe
asa
ena de ma wo se chama wontumi is a greedy politician but ne nyansa sha ene say utimi forgery documents agi loan ni wie ya no ma wonyansa nkyere se loan ya magi ma forgery documents e ho ba so me ho be kyere me enti set sadia ma me fa loan nkoye adwuma mpa me nkoye afuo no na me ye afuo ni wie na me temi ka wie a mfa so na aka kyere no me to so yi aye afuo ni da bia na me nya genuine evidence na me to so de jebesia no na me guso ye afuo no chama wontumi se ompesa
afa na Matias ye die ntia honorable Kennedy ka se NPP for fum sika NPP for wia o man no asedi o china kura ni ho afa na Matias ye
right enti enei kan okre se Ghana ni a unimu nyansa wadwen ya adwuma as a politician we are regional chairman or party ababam unim se time chairman wontumi ekwa kope loan no na ne company Wontumi Farms no na onya register na onya nye company no but no wadi nka ko se me beje bosia me wo company ya me je bosia ko yafu me ho asatam na onya register company no
na asema wo kan no wo patch sen ka chama Wontumi ko diska won fa nkonko yafu na mpa dabi ti me ne usu bedi ho adanse se
okay
baby a chama Wontumi aduru no se eya mpa sense me eya mpa dia ene ye baby onu no sikasem ne kro no bo na duru no se Ojisika no na bia mfa say 24 million Ghana cedis yi ojisika no no de kokko shefuo ni mu a emfaso obenya na eno so saa o what you say say utisi kro no bokwan so a wadwe ni fie biem sika na obenya no wafuo ni mu no enso saa enti ada no onkoji sika no onkodi enti bia 24 million Ghana cedis
of course
ni nyina be di ni side bare bia de koye afuo no a ebia na be otiti bibia fi mu a 10 million pe no obenya
ebi kra
ono so pe sa
na fa so nru 10
ya me to what you say anto ono pe fa so bum
director unim
ama enye se afuo ni ye na ne de no okoye o sika no wo pe de ama MPP akwakoye campaign 2024
nto mo kwa asore dem a oni Dr. Mahmoud Bamia na wayi 1 million Ghana cedis wayi okoha no yi 100,000 Ghana cedis en sabo no akoyi mi hwa eye exim bank sika eye abro na osi wo kodua no ehu sika director he is a dirty politician na dwi ni fie se usi kro no bokwan so se de okan no wa dwi nya adwuma biem because na dwi kire ni say after all we are in power or start ade we December 2017 and the NPP winning ye na no sa time na no director one twen 1 year and was say yes ade we nti okan kenu for ade no director kenu for ade issue ye ka ho say SML deal no or starting in 2017 nti come say there is a trend ewo MPP aban ma na e kire say na na do abere so no omo nyina start kronobo no at time on winning election no yenya mfa akonya ne mo no e na obi apane to ho say abane ya wene enti sananado ye sign pe na edi nisi akonya so a wey na meya me menya mesika nti ye sign nanado a e na kenofrata start ye in 2017 and a chamba Wontumi on also starting in 2017 but ma wonyansa nche wo say the right kromfo be bokro no boa there is one day ye beche no say chamba Wontumi hunyansa and the ye ka this can year adwuma from 2017 e be 2025 and now if bia who make 5 million Ghana cedis the right in 8 years can we make 40 million Ghana cedis what the 24 million Ghana cedis and ye chew over quite fiase say am passe say ya ne tena udifo a but odi ye adwuma and na afibia onyam faso 5 million Ghana cedis ka in 8 years onyam faso 40 million Ghana cedis compared to 24 million Ghana cedis e tell say nyansa and na onim as a politician oye kromfo right our bokro no na che asoni dem nti I agree with omo complain say Attorney General ni aban slow no eya da bia meka say they need time and sana o metima chenkrofo but o tie nsem bi say ya wakoma emma ukwan emma wontimi ntwan say enkosi da ben ye ntwan 3 years 4 years and sana ya chomatuma na you can wait wontimi ntwan say yeti we na akuafo pe sebi 10,000 Ghana cedis agije yenya e dia ye adwuma na wontumi agiska gu no botom kuma wu ho wansi ho anko right what's that trash you say what to bulldozer and excavator na ye kodua bra ye di excavator na edo ho di dua bru maran ene chama Wontumi ehuna mane pa o right amane de baby aye keka kwin se bibia nchange na eye say ye na tie de a but there is no way ye Wontumi be survive o Ghana happy ai 2024 election na nkasa no we nya ho anye niema right winim 2024 election no wanya ho anya de oso ye because nanka chama Wontumi betimi atene ne ma NPP areni anko be ye right se utie nsem we ya ni nyina aka ho na ne ya brese President Mahama di agora ne number 8 no obeti ne so de number 7 odi agro be sa ti so bi because atam na adwen ne say baby a uginan se fofia ntota na ye to abawie na MPP aluso a ne life abawie nti all the tenant say in recent videos in the pictures no obekwa na manfo complain say chama Wontumi asa ne so te asa na nim nyina adwuhwan oba kokra enye galam say issue no kwa na wodwene ho these are some of the issues all dwene say asem way the three makoko forge documents e dia kwaji sika di manua bro better mahu se nkrofo bi nam Attorney General ne kasa ye na no na nkrofo ahase e kase ase ne wakoje busia na se wa amfa anya adwuma dia sika na munyim sika no ntran be am se what obi abokro no
o ye nya sika se
the better ye beje sika no obedem because the better
be sika na because
wabre
papa na bre wabre dodo
na o ka se wo na o gi 24 the right o na o gi 24 million Ghana cedis ena sika na wo ho ana wo dia ye o business ababedu sa emre ya
ende o dia enyi
the right woni mfaso akawanya
o dia enyi sika
enti dia Attorney General ka ye no sika na o gi ye no interest no gusu weke Attorney General so o Christmas break enti case no wan ko filing wo court o twen o free branya ne ba baby a interest na dru no na wa weke dru ho na ye gine no so file case no udi fo a ye je sika
ane ai ye mompa ya da se NPP beba power because say na mo ba power mo be wi o man na ye dia ene ye mo nya careful
na right we ni bibi there ma NPP as a party mean take on seriously right there was one person na osevu o NDC aban na o maslok ya maami bo okro no a NPP ba aban mu no NPP make sure say o mo beche no 2024 and a court to say maami ne yemfa ni ntum the right NPP atena ho saa say maami no adwane Africana say bi o mo nchi no o mo make memfa ne say omunye documents cranium kofa no they didn't care but NDC omo aye omunipa no reta oma yen krata omo se enche maame ne baba be 7 prison sentence TMPP for I don't take them serious
okay commander yetu bikana yensan kotie Kofi Akpalo die ne mra na minim say refo no do na tie but yensan fa so mra yekoba information wa chipa.
Ladies and gentlemen, in the case involving Mr. Percival Akpalo of the Liberal Party of Ghana, the Financial Intelligence Center flagged and filed a suspicious transaction report with First Bank Ghana Limited regarding transactions on an account belonging to Poma Universal Ghana Limited. That is a company owned by, they said, Kofi Akpalo. Following the STR, that is a suspicious transaction report by the FIC, the Economic and Organized Crime began an investigation into the matter. The investigations revealed that Poma Universal Ghana Limited, a business entity owned entirely by a lady called Ekua Poma, was the legitimate contractor that was awarded a feeder roads contract by Cocoa Board. The contract, which was valued at 29.5 million Ghana cedis, was awarded in December 2020. Although the project commenced and an initial amount was properly deposited into Poma Universal Ghana Limited, subsequent payments raised serious concerns regarding misrepresentation, forgery, and unauthorized handling of the checks. Our investigations revealed that Akpalo secretly incorporated another company, separate and distinct from Poma Universal Ghana Limited, also known as Poma Universal Ghana Limited, but deliberately added H to the Poma. So Poma is P-O-M-A-A, all right, Ghana Limited, which is a company which is owned by Ekua Poma. What the company that he incorporated added H to the Poma, so it became, I don't know how to pronounce it, but the same Poma, Poma Ghana Limited, Universal Ghana Limited. But the difference was just the H at the end of Poma. And so after having done this, between December 2022 and June 2024, Akpalo collected 8 checks issued by Cocoa Board in the name of Poma Universal Ghana Limited. That is the original and authentic Poma, totaling 3.1 million. That is 3,169,432 Ghana cedis and 22 pesos, and deposited them into the account of his own company, that is also Poma Ghana Limited with an H at First Bank Ghana Limited. Again, our investigations confirmed that Ekua Poma was unaware of both the existence of the Poma Ghana Limited, that is the second company, and the diversion of the funds until Cocoa Board contacted her in June 2024 regarding outstanding balances on the contract. She subsequently discovered that Akpalo had collected and misdirected the payments without her consent. Ekua Poma also alleged that Akpalo forged her signature on the Cocoa Board contract using her former name, Mercy Owusu, to secure the agreement without her authorization. First Bank Ghana Limited conducted an internal investigations and corroborated the fraud allegations that we have made, concluding that Akpalo knowingly misrepresented ownership of the checks and deposited them into the wrong account. The bank acknowledged operational failures in detecting the discrepancies between the check payee names and the account numbers. The suspects who have been investigated are Percival Kofi Akpalo, Poma Ghana Limited, the Poma with the H, and Delvin Akpalo, his wife. That is the spouse of Kofi Akpalo. It's fast becoming fashionable to commit crimes with spouses these days. The evidence shows that they engage in various criminal offenses, including stealing, forgery, and money laundering. And they will be charged by my office, again, as I said, upon resumption of work after the Christmas holidays.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, Raja.
Kofi Akpalo.
Edio.
Afei ma tiasie. Die dia Kofi Akpalo eswape ai ballot we no.
Ko yi number 1.
No mpesa ndisi beba.
Raja, utimu se Akpalo ni ne boni e wadi. Enti okoya wonya number 1 na. And also one way man farmer NPP assemble to me. Was prison and I came Kofi Akpalo. Raja, nsem bi ho a otia na wadwen e bom.
Oh na to the sense one ne yiri nyina na ebokro no no.
You want to say sana kro no boni ti o.
Asa
first no obi bokro no ne nadamfo oye deal bi on nadamfo akwabro so ne nua enei obi ampese nadamfo anan ne nua on ne be deal biem enti sika no entena fie on ne yere
na se na Kofi Akpalo mu nyine bokro no ni bi
better Akpalo kro no kra de I am shocked ne kro no na no odin kwan of aso bokro no better a government machinery and a shenechi a omo eye bibi de chen keke se Akpalo ye boam wo wie sika wo na wakwa kodi and he thought you too smart e che Ghana fo nyina
na se me tie ni yi a o man Ghana de nkesika wa ha pa
sika wo krom ha
but then ye leaders no na ewie sika na ma ye timamufo na hiafo ne ye ho kire ye
of course right sika wo krom ha se sika ni krom ha Cocoa board for sika o mo de ye akwan e ma akuafo koko areas no Akpalo mfa kire enko forge signatures any documents enko sika cocoa board money emfa nguni botom na contractors twen sika aye kwan na sika ne ma sika wo krom ha papa the writer these are certain issues the biaya me say obi bokro no a the writer ye tina ye money to nku no asem we me ka people disagree with me but utie nsem we ya ebema wadwa kire say ya anye ne sa enchange da the writer with the issue of Akpalo hwe kwan of aso bo ne kro no the writer obi na bia ne company Poma Solutions Ghana Limited and our region a contract at the end of Juma, Mammy a queer Poma, and a woo Kofi Akpalo utifie on your contractor, and I want to work creative company at the Poma Solutions Ghana Limited, the same name, but Poma POMAA no, and I would the H so the so. And I woke up for J. Mammy signature and the share on crack so, and I would the cocoa board. A Kojisikan question is said, cocoa board for no. Any finance ministry no e dey no mu release sika e twadema Kofi Akpalo wa bra CEO na owo Poma Solutions Ghana Limited no o man friend na nkasa that is my point
so we wo bokro no na de o ka so
nti e ho na me say e aban no any Akpalo ko deal enu nti na ye beto aba no ye koye balloting Akpalo di ni ballot number no e ma NPP no
na say o pa che say that time no NPP aban wo munim hu bi
right o munim hu bi na na dan kwakufa de ene na ban enim hu bi no mo plan say Akpalo moko no na omumu na omfasa sika nkodi because it can never happen say 8 different checks and Akpalo je nti in the first place ma manage contract no waje first payment wakokwan so oye adwuma o ma me request for sika biem and Akpalo mom forging names any signatures Edia ba cocoa board ho say sa Poma Solutions no eye onu a ona age first sika no enti oba for another payment the writer mo issue checks dia ma no account na mo de ye first payment no ma company no aden na mo nye sa payment no into same account the writer aden na mo nye course enko CEO anasa executive director on na company en dia no aden na mo ne nsan communicate na mo release sika no 8 different sika and I'm release here and I'm do ma Kofi Akpalo a etwam 3 million Ghana cedis and Akpalo ji sika na wadi o ji sika ni wie ye no and 2024 6 months to election and I'm over frame am say o contract na ye no wo sign ya wo ye kwan no o sika say na aka wo ha right election na ye konitiawo because they thought say ye kwa election say you have to ye niam ya assemble to ye until they wanted to find ways and means Mammy so being so smart, and a mammy so called report to say, or call ye and command money no, or call her signature, no, Akpalo a forging signature, and a logic formal complaint, into mammy the right time, but report to case not to walk, into a nay, a buying crowd me involved, and one more transactions at the map of Yakolo. Mr. Susa, Attorney General for women and custom whip. And now Colonel Yerenkwa, it was a plan worker. Abayimu microphone na shisha sie. Our more planning you say they have microphobia. They want to make them rich. Omo person mo munyesika. Na in the next elections they contribute to the party. Na party not my win election. Enti Akpalo ni major role or player in the election. It was as a result of sika omo dia mano.
Oh yeah.
Nti on say ye kwa election no. Na man forecast NPP na sponsor Akpalo. You better obey my judge nye bi.
O da bi sha ne we die. Bi adi ho adanse.
Because sir Akpalo to me forge signature. 8 different checks. Na say what be a company. Na we know obi sign contract. What release the first money dia mano. Na obi aba edini sa company ni din aba dina sisa kakra one letter ba be so account or the buy different now what my release 8 different checks within more than 4 years e dia money pa no but one year follow up aka 6 months to election afi na ba be twetwem aba be ka kire say there is a mistake enumpo no NPP aban anti Kofi Akpalo omu jan no ama Akpalo sa be gina say o mampani o Ghana yento aba ma onu Kofi Akpalo na o mambedi mampani sorry to say Akpalo o ye kromfo a ne nyansa e wo fom pa onim se na ni ate but onim nyansa
quick one yento mika na Dormaahene dinkomo bi afa national cathedral ho or nsembia to president anim abusha eyenti emre ko ba beto aso
ade abede to ma ba ko pa ye corruption na ye hu se sa national cathedral no sika ba ka se ba sa na ye wura me de nokre ni be ka se me de mente ase ye mu bi kura na eni se ba bi $56 million e cheja kura ye te ya be ye be 96 and 97 na nokre ni sa de wo aye kan ho asem aye gi dini ye wura attorney general de ba be boy say ketesh asihye bi animu a nokre ni kama court na ma frɛ nipa o hwɛ so no na ya toto na no so ma kire de kodie ntia na Ghana fo nyina hu ye wura eno de ma bia convince se bibi nim ma ate se bi nim baba hyehyɛ ase me de nim se ne osite na mbom Ghana fo be ka be bibi na se utimi ka ye wura sa amana na betu ye no de nokre ne yanki ase ya pese bi bemfa ne ko gina mbra ano na o ma kire de kodie ntia se sika dodo no be ye
commander
director
nana Dormaahene
of course
or bebre and to John Mahama nim na Dormaahene say o judge
of course
we say no our Supreme Court and our High Court appeals court okay and what dinkomo we dia president the ever president say ai woman ho nya ha
okay
attorney general mo e was national cathedral because man ni wo
of course director unim in the first place mamemo nana Dormaahene abaso because he's one person director enye bibia na woni ne be ya adwen de but nkoma wadi say wo ye Ghana ni a ope omani ya woni ne be ya adwen pa yentimi mu judge for dan tumu ono so oye judge ni enti asam ne ekane pa ye mubu o mu dan entumu na ye gugu agu awie no na ye spending over $97 million na e ya amana ne yetu yes sika ni nyina no matima account for sika no omo se ye kwoto abo 100 million Ghana cedis ye crab of Israel 2 million Ghana cedis ye tonsuo ye towe yesia esi $97 million no enti obi amfa bi anhye ne butom that is not the agreement Ghana for any aban no eye ya to ababa no enya agreement no agreement ne say use yesika fa ye bibi papa yankasa fa yesika kotu amena enti se amena na omutu ye no amena no bo enuru anase project no maye no enuru $97 million project ya irata yenchi obi a we involved ehona mene na ya adwe no everybody we involved no should be arrested so this kama obi say onsi stadium ana onsi hospital na hospital ne cost $97 million na at the end of the day we use sigani na onsi hospital na obeche no
yes and
enti se national cathedral no the right say omusisi ho a na ye ko value ye na omusi o after valuing it no ne bo no esum $97 million na ye ni problem na mum wan nya je na $97 million na shi no se udi bi se wan ni bi se na we in charge nko dia you must be arrested eno de aban ne function itrim
quick one commander yenya mu ma big J na ono nso emfa kakra mesos because chama Wontumi ni Akpalo mu nsema piepiem ti abegi afenase ameme na kwa be abegi na boko de
na manyamnya ado me ho de papa
sesi ame no kasei chama Wontumi is in trouble Kofi Akpalo is in trouble Dormaahene so akasabaran minim ba bi aberi kasa sefi
na mama me cha ahwefo na me nko chama Wontumi
chama Wontumi hu amani
ade
da bi say no I from Galamsey yesen sase wakoje bosia so okoyafuo wankwankoyafuo no ensem bebre chama Wontumi hu amani eya
sinama abra waboato ho ho asotwen na waso ho nya chama Wontumi me kan pray oye kromfo
asemo
oye awi badaho oye kromfo enunti akomne nchiremu tama NPP beto aban obi Ntumi mba alise mahmuru bawnya ko akromfo anti na chama Wontumi
we no enko court mani
oh chamont me asembia NPP ni bia ya wa say chamont me from oye kronfo ade what me afọ obi singreta atna akwadi nipa ko from na ade nipa ni dia ko disika
asem
onye kronfo sinama oye kronfo ati chamont ai si abamunya ntem weka we ya ata ayevans atane doda obodi ababontin na sakam no okase ne wo se chamont mi dem eni ko se ye jano
oh
say Ghana MPP omuye mlese uwia dia na de papa debi sikacha ya bra chamont mi abokro no wo man we so no anunti na ni abrese on prem NDC mata
we say no ke yenyiska yen oman yenyesika na wo de yenya hwe
yenjana for the
say
chamont mi o se ye disika no say 95 million onya ni times 3 ye wia I say ye jail no for life
are
na ye example kire say over tra o man so eni ko so wia o man I say o man nya fa so reference na dia ye me say chamont mi ka kire NDC for ma me kai mo asem bi say NDC ababa otimi nche no onya abaduma
okay
enti obi a onya abaduma no ayeda wo wia aban sika enti na che say I need for anya I judge chamont mi every 2028 o masan ko for basa ye compare their NDC for because Mahama say boss say oba cha krofo ni nyina tum number 1 NPP krofo pa ka sepa ye chamont mi and it was say chamont and now I make say I was say chamont ko dem ni ayi sika de free prison ho ani ko say chamont mi sa ko da na ire dem no sa ri ni ire abasa wabu o man ni kwasia o do man o kira o man say o ko kana o man ko fa lawyer say lawyer ma na a lawyer fo ni na wo say agina o modi ya je o modina court gosh NDC fo mesra mo Mahama mesra o me pa chaw wo share ya bo za kronfo no wo ba ya o sate chichi o mu enti wo ba ya ma president Mahama 11 months ni wa kan wa say we kwa de wuntie me president we dey say wuntie me see one jello bi a jele chamont mi mame o de jele ne mame mi ya ga ni o
emra ne di adwuma ho
emra be
utimi nka so onyele obi ma wo who are you
mi obi I am andam mi nya me di ho mi obi tani mo man ne krono kronfobia eni akoto o ti say ye kronfobia wontimi nya kronfobia ya chewa na dia ya mi ya say obi ko wie mo ba money and no 5 million full 3 million dia jele 15 years chamont mi afrore Ghana frora na chamont say that that's na moy and there was sanga ye jele no sikan su o mo
wani abri jail pa o
tima ye for we example chamont mi ne fear dia wati wo MPP person nyina no oba the MPP chairman nyina yanje ne jaba ye nya yanje ni asangi sikan nka ho ni asanje no nka ho yes
wani abri
asa politicians almost nyansa wo ho anya say jata me na ade ye bia say NDC fo so munnim no mu jata mo tumi na koduru abato ho dia ta mo tumi be NDC fo Ghana no o yo mu tumi tena awo say o mu jele no o ma nkire de say ono ahyewuni no obama wadam ma betamo tumi ka kire Mahama say o ya ahyewuni aba ye president na wabokro ni ama o shawuni achewa anyawde o so jale na wo tren se wo shawuni de wan fan bokro no
abro na acha tumi ka so kodua na afuo no afuo oye yo afuo na anye yo
awa he oh ya wa he
nsuanto 2024 se nsuanto
oh ya no wo de
nyam no bai ni nyina se
wo de tren se
aro wo
cinema 2024
o ma so mo ya no mo de chama wo tu
e bai mi ma me pia bro e bai Mama me e dia grofri afrasi abram 2024. Enti chamont mu nko aba bi odi abro na nsu anto. Ana wai. O ye fraud.
Wa.
Chamont o ye fraud.
Una wo kan.
O ye fraud lesa me kaya wa. Obi ya we se chamont mu ye fraud. O ye thief. O chi atai ya manadem. Chamont mu ye konfo chi atai. Ye ma chamont mu da sa di tinia. Na ya tie chamont mu kasa ni ko so odam. Win, Edumbe, say kingdom ene kro no a wo boy na nipa fra wo di din wo ko hwe sin data sa ma nipa kro no sa ko pe ni kwano omo chi chamo tumi omo kra de tumi di chamo tumi 50 years because me am told never from seeing later now they are quite able to see I will be doing abla him and him me and customer jail for 15 years 55 years account oh my way I'm bloody no I said you will be a young person I didn't what not for be seen later what pay now what this guy na you na ma ba to na me premise say this abai o ko parliament ya o mo tutel yanyan say se wo ba wo ba di o man so a ana we ye de wo ye panimu a na wo wie sika yanku ya ka na ye wo wie sika ya mo tuonku
na ai Kofi Akpalo so ka ho
Kofi Akpalo
on de on na ire
o na no de say nyemo ama
o ma fraud o man no
Kofi Akpalo fair fraud aya da ye to aba ya ko di numbers no
yeah
fraud no
ya kwa ballot no
ya ko ballot no fraud the man number 1 the man bo nya no ana mo se Kofi Akpalo o from for obi a Kofi Akpalo so ko president ana si atro numbers wa we yi na man na wo yi number 1 na the man bo nya ahwana mu se Kofi Akpalo ana NPP nyina the same character yes yes and the same akron for and on boutique line and ya Kofi Akpalo NPP for the one man race kano ayebo nyane one man race kano
ba me show for be a dimba me show and me show me too
when you abama number 1 the man
number 1 NPP ni here NPP ni minim se Kofi Akpalo yi bibi di komo obi
wonti Ghana
media man
sinema woni se Kofi Akpalo yi number 1 no de ma NPP ni
man sa na koso
ai odi ma ba wonya ati ba wonya na bo se ene Kofi Akpalo wo ya de we ma me afu ye tie ko nyana afu wo beti na wiadi ai wo wiadi ai ba wonya ne ma ni ba wonya timi na dia ba wonya ye we no o ya ni bi ni we yo
ba wonya nya hwe
ade ba mahuru ba wonya ye no
mahuru ba wonya
ade wo ya ni bi ni we
wonya hwe
ene ba wo ye no awo NPP tama na NPP ta konya awo san no ka Kofi Akpalo tamo tumi ba wonya santa wo se ye jele omukra ati Kofi Akpalo de nyanwa na ni ba di Akpalo de se ono anyanwa ma so ye kronfo Akpalo de awo se ye jele no ono so the same fraud ono so sa the same fraud na na o de kojisika me bo anti tieo tamo tumi the same fraud Kofi Akpalo the same fraud ba wonya so de na nkwaso ba the same fraud omude aka se kro no o mabo ati so omunne mo besu no mu dia kata o manim se nya omu na bo ya so omu ana mo ye Kofi Akpalo the same fraud ati fraud ni de awo na nadu nkofo yi mu na nadu peso akronko na wo mu anonti na me papa ona friend the prom eka ye so ni edi na tem mo aka se fraud foi akai foi hwa we ni ase ya san ko sala ntu aba mo so mbe president anonti na Kofi Akpalo press NPP ba power o makata so eni nya me se twa o mka amane eni si aban aba power nti anu anu aje o mo fa Kofi Akpalo mo fa ntu o mo nje no so japade a waye bia yanje ma aban Ghana aban sanje sikan times 2 ni nje o mo na Kofi Akpalo kura ye jelo enche no wo tumo pa ye fa no ko won pane ne o mfiri wi ase pre ye jisikan ya ni ko so otena seche na anyi si aba ma ka we nkiram de ntia Ghana fo to aba ma mo se Mahama ka kire se every before you akrofo and wo first idea o be se o be che o mu ina tu wo ye bia wo ma nema economy abafom enema dollar abafom nema bebiri abafom na Mahama wo bo sha wo she wo nyenye ho aduma mai na mi no ka me se mi tna ha ma kan ko de wo ye asomini na ka je ba ko se wo sha ya bo se akrofo na o be che o mu wo ye che o mu jamla emla ni wo ayo wo wi o manager pade o mo fo mo manager pade jamla ni to na you should get the first manager bi ga je
your democracy democracy obia ofa hodie nti osa asem no court ne di asem no wie ebetuma ba se ebedi awie chama wontumi bedi bem chama wontumi bedi bem ay intimidation chama wontumi wo tan no mo de ta wontumi no mpeso mo ya jeli emo de bua NPP nti
NPP die come say
national time ya opeso odi nti no mo ye ne sa
chama wontumi na se chama wontumi me say NPP one o mo ente de NPP senke kofom ne se I didn't for those change answer for now wo compare national chairman now the whole national so bin ko chairman ya wo se chama wontumi da be ngeye osa adwene no wo fom and India wo de ba bo pata bi ni ho and national chairman ne di atemu national chairman ya kato bi national chairman nya session ma o control ya ko NDC national chairman ya hoya asiye nkati ana mebwa party amebwa no hwe yo ye anti I capital say chairman to be national chairman wo MPP muta mi do ya ngai petition condemn
okay yefro na enko faketua bi so na Dormaahene die no so wo se galamsi Mahama enyentem no prosecute am
galamsi fo no
ai national cathedral
and national cathedral me Matias mi na senka ye sapa me canopes na mai me ye dem social dia NDC ababa 3 months
chese
sama tese ye so mu disikalo e fasu mu ase command this
when they obi antimi
se sanity ye me obi atia me na so se ye sapa
enyi how
ya chi na oye kromfo bia wodi esika bia I mean kase abanma ne disika no odia omani pa ne bra abontene amba ya press conference se me asumasi nasta katiga sumi punu ye di sika 7 million ye di awie ya samba twa abanika enti muhu ye ya kromfo na se mo disika na ye se mo disika no fa etrese kata so ai di aba me mo due sabadum lebi na sam kofo ya ba sa soletiam mo mega anya fanchim se ni pa bia wo wies ka bia la wo disika ani saban mo se mo disika na mo mani pa na embra plus in your press conference se sika na ye no kwa ye di ye na wie anya sa next about one we mo opa any to form mo mark the wall
okay
na mo hwe de besi NPP go for ba sa soletiam
okay
ati ye sana memetiti no
okay
so anything aban ende word my na from phone
okay yem fancy abigini yete ne kan ye be sha ba bi akra mu nyina